Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We've made it to Act 5 of Titus Andronicus, otherwise known as Shakespeare's goriest play. And we're going to get into some more gory stuff very soon, but not quite yet. So the quick little recap things that we need to remember is that Tamara gave birth to Aaron's son, and it's obvious that it's Aaron's son because he's black and she's white, and the baby is much darker than Saturnius, the very white emperor. So Aaron has taken the baby to the Goths to see if the Goths will raise the baby as one of them. Meanwhile, he had Chiron and Demetrius go buy a white baby that they can pass off as the emperor's kid to try to, put a lid on that. And also Titus is not doing very well. He was shooting letters to the gods, which Marcus said actually shoot him into the emperor's compound to ask the gods for help. This made Saturnius very angry with Titus that, Saturnius is so put out that Titus has to ask the gods for help and paint him in a bad light when Saturnius doesn't think that he did anything wrong. But Tamara's like, no, I'll take care of this, because remember, she's the one that wants to really screw over Titus. So she's like, I'll take care of it, and we'll have a dinner, and we'll do it at his house, and we'll chat, and I'll be able to talk him out of all of his stuff. So those are the things that's going on. Also, Titus's son, Lucius, was banished, so he had gone to the Goths to raise an army, which is where we see him at the top of Act 5, Scene 1. He is now with the Goths, and he says to them, I've received letters from Rome. Everybody hates the emperor. Everybody is anxiously awaiting us to go and kill the emperor and take over Rome. And the Goths are all totally with him. They feel maybe a little bit betrayed by Tamara, because remember, she's a Goth. And now she's the Empress of Rome. She, forgot all that and married the Emperor of Rome. So they might feel a smidge betrayed by her and wanting some revenge. And they do actually say, we'd like to go revenge that traitorous Tamara. But they're like, we will follow you, Lucius, we'll follow you into Rome, and we'll take the city back, and you are our leader, and everything's great, blah, blah, blah. And then another Goth walks in, holding on to Aaron, like probably leading him by the arm or whatever, while Aaron is holding this baby. And this Goth says, "Renowned Lucius, from our troops I strayed to gaze upon a ruinous monastery. And as I earnestly did fix mine eye upon the wasted building, suddenly I heard a child cry underneath a wall. I made unto the noise, when soon I heard the crying babe controlled with this discourse. Peace, tawny slave, half me and half thy dam, did not thy hue bewray whose brat thou art? Had nature lent thee but thy mother's look, villain, thou mightst have been an emperor. But where the bull and cow are both milk white, they never do beget a coal-black calf. Peace, villain, peace. Even thus he rates the babe, for I must bear thee to a trusty Goth, who, when he knows thou art the empress babe, will hold thee dearly for thy mother's sake. With this, my weapon drawn, I rushed upon him, surprised him suddenly, and brought him hither to use as you think needful of the man." So this is a story of how a Goth found Aaron with his baby. The Goth troops were marching around somewhere, and one of them took an interest in some of the local architecture and went to look at this building, but then heard a baby crying, but then also heard Aaron trying to get the baby to shut up by calling the baby a slave and saying, two parents who are white are never going to have a black baby, so obviously, and if only you'd looked more white like your mother, then you could have been the empress. But for now, I have to bring you to the Goths, where hopefully when somebody knows that you're Tamara's baby, they will raise you as their own, the way that you should be raised. So this Goth, surprised him and took him captive to bring back to Lucius. And Lucius obviously recognizes Aaron and knows all of the crap that Aaron did. And he's like, that man took my dad's hand, like, hang them both. And Aaron is like, please don't murder my child. And Lucius is like, just for that, your kid is gonna get hanged first, and then we'll hang you after so that you can watch. And Aaron is like, I have so many things that I could tell you. If you promise not to kill my kid, I can tell you everything. And Lucius is like, wait, well, tell me first, and then I'll promise not to kill your kid. And Aaron's like, no, you need to swear that you're not going to kill my kid. And Lucius is like, but you don't believe in any gods. Like, how am I supposed to take an oath before God? How am I supposed to swear before God that I won't do something if you don't believe in any gods? You're not going to believe my oath. And Aaron has a solution for that in tomorrow's monologue. So we'll see you then. Mwah.